Hi cuties, my name is Yvette and I'm a digital illustrator and a graphic designer from St. Louis, and I'm the owner of Yvette Draws Stuff.
So here's what nobody tells you about daily YouTube uploads. Sometimes you literally fall asleep editing at like 3 in the morning and you wake up to a keyboard imprint on the side of your face. But somehow you still find yourself loving every single minute of it. I am now 14 videos into my 75 YouTube challenge, and I've discovered something completely unexpected. And it's not about the algorithm or editing tricks, but about finding joy in the messy reality of showing up consistently. Even if that means being 3 videos behind and having a completely chaotic sleep schedule. But you know what? It's temporary, it's teaching me so much, and today I'm sharing the whole unfiltered story. Before I actually dive into my experience, I'm curious, what's your biggest struggle with consistent uploads? Whether you're a creator or you're just thinking about starting a YouTube channel, drop a comment below. Let me just paint a picture for you of what I thought this challenge was going to be like. I was going to be super organized. I was going to get a week ahead on content, just cruising through my little perfectly planned schedule. But yeah, that didn't happen. Reality check. Most days, I'm literally finishing a video just minutes before it needs to go up. And you know what? It's actually been teaching me something really important about perfectionism versus progress. For me, the real challenge isn't just making the videos, it's actually trying to balance my YouTube with my client projects, preparing for art markets, my regular job, and, trying to have something that resembles a life. As a self-proclaimed expert procrastinator and a recovering perfectionist, this has been kind of interesting. But here's what is working for me. I have discovered that my creative sweet spot kind of starts around noon. So my mornings are for my regular routine, taking care of my responsibilities, maybe sleeping in when it's needed. Let's be real, it's often needed. And then the creative magic happens in the afternoon. And can we take a minute to talk about content hacks? The Procreate time-lapse videos are literally saving my life some days. Plus, I've been mixing in a little bit of pre-recorded footage and also repurposing content because it's about working smarter, not harder. Let's talk about the not-so-glamorous side of content creation. I have been filming everything on my iPhone SE, which I actually really enjoy because it's small, it's portable, it shoots in 4K. The plot twist, trying to do all of that with only 64 gigabytes of storage has been a struggle. I'm basically playing digital Tetris with my storage at this point. I'm constantly uninstalling apps, battling the mysterious system data that keeps eating up all my space, and then juggling files between devices. It's crazy. Speaking of juggling, I've got my iPad mini. It's a little bit better storage there. And I've also got my 2015 iMac, which unfortunately is basically a senior citizen at this point. Don't even get me started on trying to figure out cloud storage. Then there's the whole CapCut situation. But honestly, that's just one piece of the technical puzzle that I'm trying to solve on a daily basis. Right now, my current solution, I kind of just watch all my device storage like a hawk. I play musical chairs with apps, and yes, sometimes I have a 5-minute hissy fit when technology decides to test me, like today, for example. But you know what? It's actually teaching me to be more creative with having less. Eventually, my dream would be to upgrade to better equipment, like a new Mac, iPad Pro, maybe even a dedicated business phone. But for now, we're just making magic happen with what we've got. and proving you don't need the fanciest setup to start creating. Even though I'm only 14 videos into this challenge right now, something unexpected has kind of happened for me. I've already realized that I've kind of stopped saying that I want to be a content creator or thinking that I'm an aspiring content creator. Because honestly, I have been a creator for years now, and now I'm creating content, which I'm pretty sure makes me a YouTuber. So I'm just a YouTuber now, period. There's no aspiring about it. I think I'm just already kind of ready to claim that title. And speaking of unexpected changes, I think that my confidence is already growing, especially with recording these voiceovers. I mean, who knows? I might end up talking on screen even sooner than I thought, but maybe let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. I'm definitely kind of in a learning on the job phase right now. I've been watching a lot of tutorials about SEO and titles, descriptions, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers. There's just so much stuff to learn, and it's a lot to take in. I would say the biggest thing I've learned is that trying to implement all of those tips and advice at once is like trying to eat a whole cake in one bite. I mean, it's a lot. So I'm kind of just trying to focus on improving at like 1 or 2 skills every few videos. Just trying to improve gradually. But here's the most important thing I think I've learned so far, which is advice for me as much as it is for you. If you're thinking about starting your own YouTube journey, but you're kind of feeling overwhelmed by all the unknowns, you really need to stop overthinking it. Seriously. Personally, I think that sharing your journey as you figure things out has just as much value, if not more, than if you were starting out as an expert. Because someday, when you are the YouTube master that you've always dreamed of being, you're going to look back on these beginning moments and realize that this is where the real magic happened. So, here we are. We're 14 videos in, trying to make it work with a 64 gigabyte iPhone, occasional keyboard face prints, and a whole lot of storage juggling. But you know what? Sometimes the best stories start with imperfect conditions and a stubborn determination to create anyway. Speaking of stories, I'm really excited about my next video, you guys, because we're going to get into something that everyone's always curious about. We're going to talk about numbers. We're going to dive into what's actually working and what's not. I'm going to share my top performing videos so far and just how close or far we are from that monetization goal. So just make sure you're subscribed because you're going to want to see those stats. Some of them actually kind of surprised me. Until then, just keep creating even if your setup isn't perfect, because sometimes the best content comes from the messiest beginnings. Anyway, thank you cuties for watching my little YouTube video today. And until next time, bye! I don't know. Did I literally put my seatbelt on like I'm going somewhere? That's hilarious. Safety first.